once again, this time for the official start of the playoffs. Up in the broadcast booth, it is Jake. Joined alongside me is a man who is the head coach of Charlotte, Mr. Tiger NASCAR. Tiger, welcome back to the booth.
Hi, welcome. I'm glad to be back. I got a first playoff matchup for me to watch this season, so I'm excited for it.
And of course, our sideline reporter is Dirt Tracking. Dirt Tracking, please don't say something stupid and say hi.
Hey guys.
Alrighty, thank you for actually using clean words this time compared to last night. But anyways, we are here for the Auburn Tigers against the Ohio State Buckeyes games. Two teams who are looking to advance to the next round of the playoffs. Tiger, this is going to be a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, I mean, you have Lucia, who I think a lot of people would consider to be, a top 10 user, maybe top 5 even, and you got Dead Dad, who's got, you know, people don't think of him as highly as a user, but he's got a really good team in Ohio State, so I think, you're going to see a pretty good matchup tonight.
I definitely do agree. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. I haven't seen Dead Dad play since he played against Tide last season, I believe. But here we are. We are at Ohio State Stadium. This is going to be a great one. Tiger, before we do get things underway, what is your predictions in this matchup?
I think Lucia is gonna win this game. I think, I know Ohio State's got the home field advantage and they got a little bit of a team advantage, but Uchiha, I think he's gonna find a way. Especially, I believe he lost last night, if I'm not mistaken. He's gonna come back strong tonight, Jake.
Alrighty, very well said. Well, yet you can see both teams are coming out of the tunnel, and we are prepared. We are ready for some college football playoff action for you guys, live from Ohio State. Here we go. We're about to get things going, as we will see Auburn getting their first drive in for the game. This is going to be a very interesting one. And we're underway here at Ohio State. Alrighty, and here comes Auburn to kick things off, starting their first drive of the game. They have a 10-3 record, number 10 in the rankings against a number 7 team in the nation in Ohio State. Here comes Thorne, and this Ohio State crowd is rocking. Thorne hands off to Hunter. Hunter's going to run up to the right side. Hunter's going to get the first down. More stop at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and when you got, a defense like Ohio State, you're gonna kind of want to, mix in the run game, mix in passing. You don't want to be one-dimensional at all. And I think, start with that run game, get it going, open up the pass game later.
Well said, as Thorne's going to start the back pass. Thorne's going to run over to the left side. He's going to try to find a man. Going to get pressured, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Good play call right there from the shooter.
Yeah, and something I noticed there, Jake, was you saw the stadium polls on the right side. It's the hardest stadium to play in, and I'm sure that's going to play a really big role here in this first drive. And if you're Dead Dad, you really want to keep it close, keep that stadium factor in this game.
That's a good agree. Thorne is going to hand off to Hunter, and Hunter gets stopped by Williams. Tyleek Williams, the senior from Virginia, gets a stop.
You just suplexed him there, you just think, or threw him down WWE style.
Brock Lesnar will be proud of that, as Thorne, 3rd and 13 ball at the 36-yard line, to Travis Rockman. Thorne is going to get pressured, he's going to throw it away, it's tackled, 4th and 13, tackled by C.J. Hicks.
That was an unbelievable throw there to get it that far down the field. He looked a little Mahomey maybe. Kind of was halfway on the side there.
Well, we will now see Ohio State get in the first drive for their respective ends, and we are going to see something incredible with this one. Tiger, what does Ohio State need to do here?
I think you just, you have Junkins, you have Howard. I think you just got to move it down the field here, a little bit at a time. Shoot the clock, you get ball at half, just keep the ball on your court. Don't give them any chance to take a big lead here as we go and, wind this game down.
Yeah, Judkins, no gain on the play. 2nd and 10, ball at the 17-yard line. We will see what Howard can do here. Howard He's going to snap it back to pass. Howard's going to get pressured. It's going to be a... Oh, but he does not get tackled. Going to get a couple of yards there. What a unique escape right there from Howard.
I haven't seen that one very much. He just kind of ran backwards.
Oh,
What happened?
Yeah, you kind of stopped right there, and I thought we lost you.
I don't know. My Wi-Fi went out for a second, I think. We're back.
All right, well, we're glad to see you back. But yeah, that was a very unique play. But now it's going to be 3rd and 3. Ball at the 24-yard line. Howard is going to hand off to Henderson. Henderson's going to get a first down because of that tackle.
Yep, move the chains, keep the clock rolling, and just kind of put the ball in your own court here.
I definitely do agree. I mean, but we'll see how that goes. But Howard's going to get pressured. Howard's going to throw it to a man. Had a man open, but it is incomplete.
That was a pretty dangerous pass there, all the way, he goes from one side of the field all the way to the other, and, I don't really like making that pass too much, but you can see drag routes early, short passes, get those short man yards here. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. As Henderson's going to run over to the right side, Henderson's going to get a first down. Henderson's going to get stopped at the 48-yard line, close to midfield.
Yeah, just sorry, my mic didn't cut out there, but just when you do these passing plays, you kind of open up the run game as well, and it's kind of the same thing with the run game. Just keep it on their toes. They don't know what's going to happen next.
Looks like you see a run and play from Judkins, gain of 5. That is going to move up the chains inside. I think that is Auburn territory. So we'll see what they can do here. Howard's going to head off to Judkins once again, but only a gain of 1 this time.
I wonder if this is 4-down territory for you, Jake. I mean, you're on Auburn's territory. It's 3rd and 4, and if you run the ball here, you can get a couple of yards, maybe making a more manageable 4th down. It's a kind of a tricky spot to be in, I think, if you're Dead Dad.
Yeah, I definitely do agree, but we'll see how this goes. But 3rd and 4, ball to the 46-yard line. Howard's going to get a man in motion. He's going to hand it off to Smith. Smith's going to get a first down and more. Smith's going to run over to the left side to the 20, 15, 10, and he's going to be stopped at the 9-yard line. What a great play right there. So far, this offense has been moving the chain.
Yeah, he tried making a me play, not a team play there. He read the play perfectly, but he kind of didn't fill the gap like he probably should have there. Touchdown. Yeah, so what I was saying on that last play, I think Uchia tried to make a me play there. He saw the play, but he kind of filled the gap that the blocker was going, so whoever was running that play kind of was able to sneak by, and there was a huge hole that, his linebacker who he, played should have been there, and he could have made a stop.
And definitely made a stop for them, so that will give Ohio State the first points on the board. With a score of 7-0. Let's go get to our sideline reporter and Dirt Tracker. Hopefully he can keep things PG.
Hey.
Dirt, what did you see out there, buddy?
Well, to be honest, down here you see a lot of energy going on the Ohio State sideline compared to Auburn. Ohio State really is woken up in this first drive, and man, you can see it on the field. I really need to look. The key, in my opinion, is Trayvon Henderson. I know everyone's going to say about Judkins, but Henderson is the underlier. Not a lot of people know him, but he will cook if you give him the right stuff to deal with. Now, that's all I got to see from down here, and we'll see what Auburn can do in this next drive.
All right, thank you. As we see Jacquees Hunter getting a gain of 2 on the play. So the last time we've seen this Auburn offense, they've been pressured pretty bad in that first drive. But they need to be able to make some adjustments here. Thorne's going to stop that pass. Throws it, but incomplete.
Wow. Just drop there. And just to give a little score update, Boise State has lost to Notre Dame. Notre Dame wins 28-14, and they will be playing Louisville, I believe, in the quarterfinals. So there's a little final score for you right there, Jake.
Oh, I think Thorne is going to get pressured.
Oh!
by Simon. Simon's going to run over to the right side. Simon's going to get stopped at the 22.
Okay, I wonder if, the stadium factor is coming into effect here, Uchi really can't do what he wants to. He's got to run the play raw, and I think he might have affected the play right there.
I mean, we are playing at one of the toughest environments in college football, so I mean, it's going to happen regardless. But what a great play that was. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5. Howard handed off to Judkins. Judkins going to get a gain of, I think, about 3 right there. So they are in field goal range. So regardless of what happens, they can be able to get a chance to extend the drive, or be able to get a chance to extend, be a point-wise, as Judkins going to get a first down. That last spin move has them out.
Yeah, and that's going to probably be the end of the first quarter. What I noticed there was that's been chewing the clock a little bit, and keeping the ball away from Uchi is a big factor in this game. He can't score if he doesn't have the ball, right, Jake? So,
Yeah.
I mean, keep the ball away from him, chew that clock, and, there's only so much he can do. You have a good chance at winning this game if he continues to do what he has been.
Yeah, I definitely do agree for sure. And that, like Tiger mentioned, that'll be the end of the first quarter here with the score Ohio State 7, Auburn 0. As we get a chance to come back out, the first play of the second quarter, Howard hands it off to Henderson. Henderson's going to run up the middle, gain of 3, stopped at the 7-yard line.
And when you notice here is that he's been running a lot horizontally in terms of pass plays and a lot more vertically in the run plays, inside zones. He's got these drag routes and the screens, and he's got all these, short passes there and working out for him.
Yeah, we do see a 3rd and 6 right there, stopped at the 6, so this is going to be a very interesting play here. But regardless, you don't want to make any mistakes. Looks like Howard is all by his lonesome in the backfield. Hampton's going to run over to the right side. Hampton's going to get a touchdown, Ohio State.
2-score game, 2-touchdown game, and he's going to get ball back at half. So I think there's a very big drive that's incoming for Uchiha here. You got to score, I think, if he wants to stay in this game.
I definitely do agree, and let's go ahead and get back to our sideline reporter. And Dirt, what did you see out there?
Chaos. And by that, I mean chaos on that Auburn sideline. Look, all I can tell you is that the big factor as well, not just for Ohio State, but for Auburn, is the fact that Auburn's O-line is going against one of the best D-lines in the country, which is Ohio State. And it just shows. Just no time in the pocket does Auburn's quarterback have. And it's just really showing. And they can't get the run moving, which is what they bank on a lot. As you can tell, Hunter just got absolutely destroyed there.
Yeah,
I don't know what we can say. But look, football is not just how you win, but it's how you recover in times of distress. And we're going to see what they can do now.
Alrighty, get yourself some H2O there. Get yourself some water, whatever it is. But as we do get a chance to be joined, but Thorne's going to snap it back to pass. Gets pressured, throws a dig, Coleman's open, and it's caught. Coleman's going to run up to the right side for a potential touchdown, Auburn.
Well, I look like a PI to me, Jake. I don't know if you agree with me, but he kind of just bodied him out of the way, or maybe he just kind of put himself in a better position there. But, a touchdown's a touchdown, and that's all you can really ask for on that.
Yeah, I definitely do agree, but yet, Dirk, we're going to bring it back to you. We've seen Auburn finally get a chance to come back in this game. They are down a touchdown. What did you at least think about that drive?
Honestly, that is exactly what I just said that needed to happen. At the end of the day, it is not just how you suffer, but it's how you do it and bounce back. And that was the first drives that was the first few drives that were really awful for Auburn, but you love to see them bounce back here and get the deep bomb. Hopefully that they can get more opportunities deep, because if they get more shots like that, this game could be changed on its head.
There you go. Glad you're not saying anything stupid. Thank you for that, Dirk. But anyways, back to it. 1st and 10. Ball at the 41-yard line. Ohio State does have a chance to be able to extend. Oh, Judkins going to make a man miss. He's going to run over the middle, past midfield, inside Auburn territory.
And I wonder, Not that it really matters. He scored a touchdown, which he needed to do, but Ohio State's been moving the ball this whole time. And you kind of wanted to see him chew more clock, Lucia, because now Dad's moving down. He takes a lot more time off the clock. He might
Howard.
not get a chance to get the ball back.
It's
Oh,
picked
pick
off!
six!
Wooden! He's going up to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Can I get a big pick six? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Touchdown, Auburn!
Oh well, I just jinxed Dad or Lucia. I don't know which one. I don't know. Well, maybe
I
I'll just
think
need to keep my
Dirk
mouth
Jinx
shut.
Dad right there. Caleb Wooden with the pick six.
I don't know. That's a mistake that you can't really make
To
when
be
you're up
honest,
14-7.
that was a DJ Ukulele throw.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, think about
yeah.
too about DJ Ukulele, but yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. But anyways, tie game here in Ohio State. Like Tiger mentioned it though, whatever happens here, thankfully we will see Ohio State get the ball back at the end of the half. So if you're a fan of Dad, you need to score right before the end of the half.
I don't think you need to score, but I mean, scoring definitely helps you. You get a score here, score a touchdown at half, and then you're up two possessions with, 10 minutes left to play. So, I mean, it's still all to play for. That still has the advantage for sure.
Yeah, I'll say if you look at the running game, Ohio State has it, but if you're looking at in the air wise, it's been Auburn. So this game has been pretty mixed up since the start of this game. We've seen Ohio State making some impressive plays, but we also see a comeback from Auburn as well. As we just reported, maybe the last play, Judkins gets tackled, so this may be the last play before the 2-minute warning, and yeah, it definitely will be. So we're going into the 2-minute warning, 39, ball to 26. Tiger, I gotta ask you this: what does Ohio State need to do here?
Well, I mean, they've been a one-dimensional team so far, and they've only run the football, and that's all that's worked for them. When we look at them in the passing game, you mentioned it, they haven't been playing as well there. And I think, if you are Ruchia, he just kind of need to put him, in a spot where he has to throw the ball. If you're dead, that you just kind of keep grounding and pounding, right?
Yeah, it definitely does way as 39, ball to 26. Howard's gonna get pressured, gets tackled before the ball gets incompleted. So a very tough drive right there, and just gonna bring out the punt formation. This will give Uchida a chance to score before the end of the half. As the punt is up, they're going to be punting over to the left side, and that, oh, what a great punt! Ball stopped at the 21-yard line.
I think he was trying to return it there. He kind of like, what they say at linebacker, receivers, and DBs, you have to look at the ball before you catch it, and, make sure you have the ball. He kind of didn't look where the ball was, and that's
Oh,
that.
no, he thought he had a man open, but it is incomplete. Caleb Downs was right there. Great coverage.
Yeah, I think there was a blitz there, and there was nobody behind that guy, so, big break for Dad.
Yeah, very huge break. Second and 10. Well, actually, it's a big, huge break for Chia, but Coleman gets a spin move with the first and 10 right there. Great pass, great spin move, keeping the drive alive. They still have 3 of their timeouts.
Yeah, all timeouts, all momentum, even though, the clock is kind of getting low, but, I mean, nothing to really worry about yet.
Well said, Thorne's gonna snap, but he gets pressure. No, that would have been a pick, but it was incomplete. That is very lucky for Chia's sake.
There was 4 guys, Ohio State guys, before there was 1 Auburn guy, so, I mean, they gotta fix that up for sure going into halftime.
Yeah, second and 10 is going to hand it off to Hunter. Hunter's going to run over to the right side. Hunter is going to get a chance to get a first down.
Oh!
Hunter's going to go to Ohio State territory. Ball stopped at the 38-yard line. Hunter with 41 yards in this game.
That was a big play there, What was it, second down? I mean, that kind of changes the complexion of the drive, I think, from a 3rd and 10 to a 1st and 10 at your 38-yard line. Big play there.
Yeah, Thorne is going to get
Oh!
Wow.
The
Second
linebacker.
time in this drive, we've seen a potential incompletion would have been a pick, but that is not the case if you are Lucia. He's getting lucky. Thor's going to hand it off to Hunter. Hunter's
Oh,
going to run over to the right side, get stopped, and yet it'll be 3rd and 4.
biggest play of the drive coming up right here. You could, run it. You have all 3 timeouts. Try to get to a 4th and manageable, or you can try to get it all right here on this play. There's a big 3rd down.
This is a very big 3rd down for sure. Not to mention, Auburn still has 3 of their timeouts remaining. So clock-wise, this ain't really been a big factor, but it is trying to convert it on 3rd down. Thorne's going to hand it off to Hunter.
Oh.
Hunter gets stopped. Great plays by this Ohio State defense.
He's-
So now,
Sorry,
so now you're in 4th down territory. They are not wasting any time. They're going for it.
Jake, the clock's ticking right here. There's 13 seconds left.
No!
Did they get it? Oh!
They got it. Wow.
I think you challenged it, but I think you got it, though. But you have all 3 timeouts. There's nothing to lose.
No, the timeout called, I think that's what saved them. Oh my gosh. That should not have been a 1st down for Auburn, but the game said yes.
Oh,
Wow.
my.
10 seconds left, 1st and 10, ball to 28. Thorne snap pass. Finds Coleman. Coleman runs to the right side, runs out of bounds. So for Lucia, you still have 2 of your timeouts. If you do not like what you see, well, never mind. Timeout being called by Lucia.
You only need 1, though, for this play.
Yeah.
5 seconds. I wonder what he does here. I mean, do you really want to take a shot at the end zone? You get a 10-yard line, it might, that might take 5 seconds left, but, you don't really want to settle for 3. But I mean, you have all the momentum, so we'll see.
Yeah, Thorne hands off to Hunter. Hunter's going to get stopped there. 2 seconds left on the clock. They probably will have to field goal it. So this will be a 3-point game. Oh, but the crowd is still rocking in here in Ohio State. And the kick is up, and he's got it. So 3-point game here at Ohio State. We just scored 17-14. Tigers, this has been a very back and forth matchup we're seeing here.
Yeah, 17 unanswered from Lucia, and the stadium pulse has not really been working for Dead Dad. They haven't, the fans have come out, but they haven't really showed out. There's, on that field goal, there was only 50% on the stadium pulse on a tied game. I'm disappointed with the Ohio State faithful.
I mean, I definitely do agree, but I'm gonna keep an eye on Dead Dad here because he doesn't even make any mistakes. Henderson's gonna run over to the left side, gain a 1 on the play. So, if I'm Dead Dad in this scenario, I mean, you're down by 3. Don't get me wrong, the run plays has been going good, but you gotta have to mix it up a bit.
Yeah, I absolutely agree there. I mean, it's been a one-dimensional so far. It's been screen passes. It's been, short drags. It's been nothing really surprising there. He's got a check out run down right there, but it's been check downs only so far.
So, the thing about this, though, is that you just gained 3 yards. I mean, it's 3rd and 6. I mean, you don't want to do anything risky for you to ruin your game. But we'll see here. Howard's back behind backfield by himself as Howard.
Oh, he got him. No.
Tate was open, but it is tipped by Conte Scott.
I would have liked to see. I don't know if he lobbed it there or he beat him. He just didn't have enough of a lob, I guess, there.
Well, now the punt formation is back out. We've seen a very beautiful punt, and it is going to be at the 36-yard line.
Well, we're talking about how Uchiha needed to step up his game, and so far he has in this, the last 10 minutes of game time. So I think that needs to step it up now as well.
Bill said Thorne's going to get sacked right there. Loss of, I think there's, 11 on the play?
Yep, 11 yards down right there.
So the Ohio State defensive line still showing Thorne no mercy as Hunter's gonna run up to the right
Oh.
side. Spin move.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh. He's going all the way for a Auburn touchdown. Wow.
On 2nd and 21, you just can't let that happen at all. That's, you know, it looked like they were running, almost like a run commit up the middle there. And I think it's going to be
Flag, that's
roughing the
probably roughing the
kicker.
kicker, yeah.
Yeah,
And
they just run commit up the middle there, and yeah, that you could bounce it outside.
yeah, we're gonna find dirt tracking. Dirt tracking, where you at, buddy?
We're here. Man, this game has changed. In all honesty, it looks like Auburn has finally woken up. And, you see it from a team that was ranked #1 earlier in the year. This is how they should have been playing all along. And you love to see when things start clicking. And that's what we're witnessing right now. Ohio State is not out of this, not by a long shot. I believe they have all the capabilities to make a good chance here, but they really need to step it up this drive.
Howard snap back pass, find the man, but it is
Oh,
incomplete. He had a man wide open right there. I don't know if you've seen it too, Tiger.
I think you're talking about the guy over the middle, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I saw it too, but I wasn't sure if he was going to get that from being 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but
Yeah. 2nd and 10, Howard sector back pass. Find the man, and that is Scott Jr. Scott Jr. is going to get up to the midfield up to 49.
he's got plenty of time. He still has 10 minutes of game time left, and there's nothing really to panic. I'd like to see him. I'd like to see the quarterback step up in the pocket maybe a little bit. I don't know if he can or about this. I don't play SEC ball, so maybe it's me, but maybe step up in the pocket would work. Not
Yeah.
drop out 15 yards every time.
I mean, Trayvon Harrison, he's not had a bad game, but you gotta think about this though. The running game is not gonna work out for you. You have to mix up something here. Howard snaps back to pass, finds Harrison, and speaking of that, he does get a first down for Ohio State inside Auburn territory.
If I'm with you, I would maybe start playing, really aggressively on those flats on the outside, because that seems like what Dad's really only doing right now. Just those dump outs to, the sideline.
Oh my gosh, he had a man open, but yet he got stuffed. So that will be a loss of 14 on the play.
And now, this is where Bushia was, so maybe Dad has him right where he wants him there. So, maybe watch a touchdown on the run up the middle.
2nd and 24, ball at the 47. The clock is winding down, less than 2 minutes and 20 seconds. You gotta be able to do something here. Howard.
Oh, blitz.
Gonna get
Blitz.
by Keys.
No.
Ow.
Ow.
Waiting for it. The user. And it's stopped at the 21.
I don't know if you saw it too, Jake. I think there was 2 Ohio State guys were wide open on the underneath from there. That would have easily gotten the first down, I think. As you said, went for the deep shot.
Yeah, I'm saying now Hunter, a man who has been making an impact in this game. I think it's the first round of the college football playoffs. Hunter has been making a tremendous impact in this game. I don't know how many rushing yards. I think maybe getting close to 100, 150. You can correct me on that, but he has been very impressive in this game.
Well, I think he's the reason Auburn's winning right now. He's given them, that stout run game. He had the big touchdown earlier. That's, I think, the whole reason why, they're up by 10, really. 2nd and 21, that's the biggest play of the game for me so far.
Coleman gets the pass, spin move. So far, I'll tell you one thing. If there's one person that she has learned all those spin moves, it is Electric. Because you know Electric more than I do, Tiger. He's always been doing those spin moves, so he's been making those pretty successful here lately.
That's his patented move, I think, the spin move.
Alrighty, 2nd and inches. Hunter is gonna
Spin move.
1st and 10. They converted it on the 2nd down and inches. So Hunter, man, this dude, he's been basically
doing a lot for this team. Not to mention Hunter or Thorne has been making an impact as well. Thorne is going to snap the back to pass. And Thorne is going to get sacked right there behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 10. Tackled by Tyler Bell.
Well, you get to quarterback so much, you need to fumble him. You need to start hitting it. You need to start stripping him. Pause, I guess, but you need to fumble him, make him fumble at any means possible. Time starting to run out. Gotta get him.
As I will said, 2nd and 20. Clock is winding down here in the 3rd quarter with less than 20 seconds left. Cobb gets the head off and loss of 3.
Well, that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter, I believe. But no Hunter or whatever his name is. I don't know the starter's name, but it's a big play there, and you have to get the stop to win this game at all costs.
So now this is a very key, crucial moment. 4th quarter, 3rd and 23. You're gonna have to be able to do something here. I mean, the longest play was, I think, was a 3rd and 21, 2nd and 21, but yet, and that'll be stopped short for 4th and 11. What is this Tiger offense going to do?
It should be a punt. There's no way they don't punt it, right?
I mean,
it's 4th and 11. You have all the momentum.
He's a risk taker. I mean, I've known Chia for quite some time, and he has always been a risk taker. And we shall see what he's going to do here. As the play clock is winding down, getting close to 10 seconds. And
yeah, I think you've got to punt it.
Yeah, never mind. I figured he'd be going for it, but no. Chapman.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh! He would have let that bounce, and it would have been at least a touchback. But instead, he catches the ball at the 7-yard line. This is a tough break for Ohio State.
Well, this is where legends are made. You have to go and score within 3 minutes, I think, here, and we're just run the ball.
Only again too.
Yeah, It's not really gonna do much here when you only have so much time left and you gotta score 2 times, so we'll see.
2nd and 8, Howard surprising enough that was not a safety. He throws it to Scott Jr., gets out of the 10-yard line and stops it at the 27.
Well, she tried to hit stick him there with his linebacker, and I think if he just keeps running, I think he would have at least caused them to throw an incomplete pass, but
or
no harm, no foul.
I mean, if you think about this, so for Dead Dad scenario, I mean, it would have been a safety, not something you desperately don't need. A 12-point game as Smith is going to run over to the left side. Smith's going to get a 1st down mark and really stop 38. So clock is winding down, less than 4 minutes and 20 seconds. We still have plenty of time to be able to get a chance to do something here. And if they do score, I'm assuming they probably will have to go for an onside kick here.
I like to see him run hurry up here, in my opinion.
As Henderson does get a gain of 3 on the play, so 2nd and 7. Clock's winding down less than 4 minutes. Howard is trying to get his guys in motion. Howard's going to head off to Henderson. Henderson's going to break a tackle, but it gets stopped at the 44. And I think Dead Dad's going to go for a no huddle, waiting for a encroachment by the Tiger defense. Howard finds a middle. Henderson was right there, but not at the right time.
Yeah,
oh
he was there, but it's a big play there, and that's one of those. If you step up in the pocket, I think he makes that throw. You step in the pocket, you're 10 yards up in the field. They're probably in sack there. Now this is the game right here.
Here we go, 4th and 4, Howard.
Gotta get it out.
But get stopped. Turnover on downs. Kayron Crawford making the stop right there.
Well, I'm guessing that's probably all that she wrote for Dead Dad and.
2nd and 11. I mean, now it looks like we're seeing some adjustments here. especially if you are Wuchia. So Wuchia is putting Hunter in the bench because you don't want to injure your man, especially if you're in the playoffs. So smart strategy call by Lucia, benching Hunter, so we will get a chance to see the backup out there of Cobb. 5 seconds left on the play clock for him.
Can I chime in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Official reports state that Hunter has had a family emergency and he had to get out of the game.
What?
Turns out his first baby is actually being delivered right now.
This is not the NFL, but okay. Thanks, Third. Thanks. 3rd and 11. Ball at the 45-yard line. Thorne hands off to Cobb, and Cobb's going to make a man miss, but he's going to be 4th and 4. So now, if you're Lucia, you got to be able to think about, do you want to extend the drive or just give that an opportunity? But looks like they're going to get to extend the drive.
I don't think he can make this kick, so I'm not mad with it. He's gonna get the first down, I think. So
yeah,
it works out.
Another man who I definitely need to mention, Cam Coleman, 7 catches for 155 yards. This has been a tremendous game as we are officially in the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes until Wuchia and the Auburn Tigers move on to the next round of the college football playoffs.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, preview to next game for Wuchia. He's gonna, or assuming Wuchia holds this, but he's gonna have to play Oregon, and I think that's a game that a lot of people would say is pretty winnable. Mayhem, not many people know about his skill, but I mean, I think in terms of user-wise, I think he's got another advantage there. So we'll see, but I think it's a favorable matchup for Wuchia going to this next round.
I've never seen that animation before until now, so that's the first time for everything. But if you look at it this way, as Thorne gets the first down, another thing too is that if you want to talk about 2 users who are very good at this game outside of like your likes of Miss Soaps, your Electric, your Lamar, Wuchia and Mayhem, this would be a very interesting game to call, and I think this will definitely be a game that we all need to circle if this does happen. With less than 45 seconds, oh yeah, this is definitely going to happen. As clock is winding down here at Ohio Stadium, Cobb, this will probably be the last play of the game, and it definitely will be. So now, and it is official, Auburn moves on to the next round with their score 24. Ohio State ends things off 14. Thorne, and of course, the surprising player of the game is Cam Coleman, the freshman, with 7 catches, 155 yards, and a touchdown. Let's go ahead and talk to the winning coach of this game, Wuchia. Wuchia, do you have a copy?
Yes, I do, Jake. I do have a copy.
Alrighty, first of all, I want to say congratulations on a tremendous win. How do you feel right now?
Feel great, coming off a loss in an SEC championship game against Ole Miss. Just a bounce back win here against Ohio State. Punching our ticket to the next round to go face the Oregon Ducks at Oregon. Another tough crowd that we're going to have to face. And, our offense clicked today. They learned from their mistakes from last time. Coleman came to play. Hunter always comes to play. Peyton Thorne, this is probably the best I've seen him play the entire season, other than the Georgia game. And, yeah, we're just happy to move on to the next round. I know a lot of people say that this route is Mickey, but don't be mad at me. Be mad at the committee. This is where they ranked me. And this is the route I'm taking to face Mayhem and possibly Lamar next round after Mayhem. So yeah.
What's going to be the biggest factor in this game between you and Mayhem?
Defense. Oregon also has another great defense. Again, this is another program who is also better than us. And I've been saying this entire season, a lot of people wouldn't have made the playoffs if they were to use the Auburn Tigers. So just getting that win over Mason and the Bulldogs really boosted up my confidence. And, just knowing that we have a chance, even if it's slim, to face a top tier defense in college football, So as long as our defense can stop his offense and we don't get stopped by his defense a lot of the time, and the crowd, because the crowd does play a big factor into it, I think we have a pretty good chance to go face Lamar and punch our ticket into the Natty.
Alrighty, and let's go ahead and get to Tiger. Tiger, do you have any questions or comments for Lucia?
Sure. I mean, hi, Uchiha. First off, congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you.
But, everyone's, people are going to talk about how Mickey is, but I don't really think so. You're going to have to go through two really good users, and in my opinion, I think a lot of people are going to consider you the underdogs. You're not, you are a really good user, but there's teams like Georgia. You have a guy like Electric and Lamar who are really, really good. Are you going to really factor in this underdog story to fuel your team going ahead through this playoffs?
Maybe I will, because, the Auburn Tigers really haven't been consistently good recently in past years. So the fact that I'm able to build this program back up to where it needs to be in the playoffs, I think it's just great. We're in the playoffs. We beat Ohio State. Ohio State is a great team, no matter the less. They do their own thing in the Big Ten. But this is SEC football, This is where it matters most. This is the best conference in college football. So we know how to play tough. We know how to play hard. And, it's just, that's how the story's going to have to go. We have to go on the road again to another Big Ten's house and teach them what SEC football is all about. That's what we're going to have to do. Go to their house, take their home, and then move on, hopefully, to face Louisville. That's just the mindset I'm in right now.
All right. That's all I got.
And Derek, I'll let you ask one question either way.
Well, Lucia,
Yes.
my question is, when did you realize that this game was turning around? Obviously, you went down 14-0. It was looking rough, and one offensive play doesn't just change the whole course of the game. When did you take advantage of just the collapse that Ohio State had?
So I was prepared for this type of defense that Captain was playing. It took me a little bit getting used to, but I remember Steezy ran a familiar defense. Steezy is the Oklahoma opponent who I played earlier in the season, who we had a fantastic game. And that game mentally prepped me for this Ohio State defense. They run a lot of blitzes. They try to throw you off. But you just have to read the perfect coverage and gotta find the holes in the defense to make that certain play. As you saw one of the highlights of the game, Cam Coleman one-on-one for Verts, he went up and got it. He just wanted it more, and I made the right read. Jacquees Hunter going off, running the ball, Sorry, that's one of the things that I've always tried to establish is the run game. You saw me do that with the Rutgers team. Then I got brought down to the SEC. I'm trying to establish that with the Auburn Tigers, and that's what we're doing. So, and it's also mistakes on the Ohio State side. That interception really changed the momentum of this game, and that's when I was like, okay, it's time to step up. It's time to go. It's time to put on my big boy pants, and let's show everyone around the world that I am not washed and that I still have some fight in this playoffs, and I still have a say how this goes.
Well said.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
All right, to end the questions here, like this is going to close on, but it came to my mind. How did facing your previous opponents this season? Well, hold on, let me rephrase this. So basically, we've seen in the past this season against high-powered defenses, your team struggle. Of course, we had Ole Miss and also, the Florida State defense did really good too. But teams with these higher overall defenses, you personally struggled against.
Yeah.
What changed today? Because it was looking like it was going to be that trajectory. What did your O-line do to really shift from your quarterback getting destroyed? Because it really changed about halfway through.
Some of my offensive line are seniors. So I told them, "Do you want to keep playing football for your last year?" And they were like, "Yes." So I told them, "You better show me, because it's unacceptable to be getting blown out by these defenses and not giving Peyton Throne, Cam Coleman, and Jacquees Hunter a chance. We're not giving our playmakers a chance." And again, I'll keep saying it over and over again. That Georgia game is the pinnacle of what this offense can do against a top-tier defensive line if we just get time. And time is what we got, and time is what we needed the entire game, and that's what went our way so we could get this offense clicking.
Well
Thank you for your time.
Congratulations on moving on to the next round of the college football playoffs. But
Thank you, guys.
I know it was a very tough loss. What was something that you could have done, and what was the adjustments that you wish you could have made, especially in the second half?
I mean, there's not really any adjustments you can really make there. It's just a lot of outside running. I mean, I probably could have went a little less on trying to throw the deep ball and trying to throw the check down. I probably could have shot more up the middle, which I started to do at the third, but sometimes it just don't work out, and it is what it is. Ohio State's one of those top teams. We're going to be there. We're always going to be there. Season in and season out, Ohio State is going to be ranked top 12. There's never going to be a point in time where they're not. So this ain't the last time we'll be here, and it's definitely not the first time we've been here.
Very well said. Tiger, do you have anything you want to say?
Well, first, congrats on the season. Second season in a row you made the playoffs, and it's not the way you wanted it to end, but I mean, there's always next season, right? And you got this chance, you got your recruits. I think you're pretty good, if I remember correctly. So I think you'll be back next season.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a couple good recruits coming in. We got Josefa Smoot, nice little 5-star gem QB, field general. I can't remember where he's from exactly, but he's going to be sitting on the sidelines for next season, so y'all have to wait. But we did pretty decent through recruiting, pretty decent up through there, and I'm sure we'll do pretty well up through the transfer portal as well.
Alrighty, and Dirt, you can ask one last question.
All right. Well, first off, congratulations on the great year. Made the playoffs, and really showed that the potential this program has. How do you? I have two questions, but my first one would be, what was your perspective, and what did you try to change after we saw Will Howard making those bad decisions on the field? Where did you try to recover from? How did you try to bounce back?
Well, I mean, early on it was the run game. That's what got me, the first 2 touchdowns of the game, and that's where it got me to a 14-0 lead. It's just a lot of not good passes. Will Howard's good, sure, but, he's no Carson Beck. He's no Dylan Raiola potential. He's not... I really want to say Travis Hunter, but I know that's not right. Shadur Sanders. But we've got good quarterbacks coming up in the future. We've got better decision makers coming up in the future. We've got new O-linemen. A lot of good things incoming for next season, and I'm sure you'll see it more in seasons to come.
I do have another question, and then my last one. Basically, I want to know, what are you most excited for next season as the Ohio State coach? What are some of the things that you are just dying to get to?
Personally, I'm ready to get back into conference play. I mean, my season went pretty well this one, 10-2 with a pretty disappointing loss to Cincinnati early on in the season, and a well-fought battle against Oregon in the middle of conference play that kind of knocked me out of contention for the Big Ten title. I mean, really, I'm not just excited for Ohio State to go out there and do good. I'm excited for the Big Ten to go out there and do good. I mean, we've got he's, I think, ranked number 2 or number 1. He's up there in the top 5, but Mayhem is probably one of the better people in this league. I'd venture to put him up there next to Electric and Lamar and maybe Jackson, but it's a story for a different time. And he's playing with, one of the best teams. The Big Ten isn't really a team-specific sport. The Big Ten is the Big Ten, and every Big Ten team supports every other Big Ten team. I'm looking forward to the Big Ten continuing to go out there and show the rest of the world that, hey, it's not just the SEC. People got tired of that last decade. They were tired of it the decade before. The time's coming.
I hear you.
Well,
Thank you for your time.
Congratulations to you both on a phenomenal game that was. And that'll do it here in our time here as far as the broadcast-wise. Make sure you guys tune in next time for more college football action for you guys here on the HPL broadcast series. For Dirt Tracking, for Tiger NASCAR, I am Jake saying so long, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.